Good morning, bonjour. Today is another beautiful day out here in Paris. We do still have some errands to run before we're heading on a trip to the south of France this weekend, but the weather is gorgeous, so let's get to it. Isn't that gorgeous today?
Oh, it absolutely is. This is one of the better weather days, and we actually got up early this morning. We were up. It is 11 o'clock.
Wow.
We did it. We were
finally
up by 9. I don't know what, 9:45.
Yeah,
we were up making breakfast. Yeah, there you go. We did it, guys.
Slowly but surely, our jet lag is getting there.
It's going away.
Slowly, it's like week 2, but we're getting there. Turn the corner and realize I forgot my wallet. When we were checking into our Airbnb, she was explaining how to lock the door, and I knew Chandler would take care of it, so I just never paid attention. And now I don't know how to lock and unlock the door. All right, so a quick thing about SIM cards and data here in Paris. You can actually get them pretty cheap. We paid around 35 euros for 60 gigabytes of data. So right now I have the Samsung Flip. Honestly, the reason I haven't been using it is I didn't want to keep switching SIM cards. So now that I'm able to get some data for pretty cheap, let's go ahead and pop one in. All right, I'll see you there. Peace. Well, we now have data and calling on our flip phone, which is going to be super useful. You guys know I've been rocking with this a ton because it's so compact and portable. But now I got 2 phones, work and personal, but it's going to be really convenient to have both phones with data. To be honest, I realized that since I record a lot on my phone while listening to music, and you're not able to do it at the same time, so being able to connect headphones to one phone while still being able to film with the other will be super helpful. But our first errand is done, so now let's go ahead and find some Wi-Fi. Monsieur, 2 espresso, s'il vous plaît. Espresso? Merci beaucoup. So we made it back to our trusty Chae Pierre. We're gonna have a couple of espressos while doing some work. And honestly, the espresso here, top notch. There's just something about a good espresso in the morning that just instantly wakes you up. Sorry, America, but I ain't going back. I'm not gonna lie, we haven't been getting as much work done as we'd like to because it's been so slow with the internet out here. It really sucks not having reliable Wi-Fi. Can't even answer my emails. Uploading these big video files has honestly been impossible. I need to figure out some sort of portable Wi-Fi solution. They have those little Wi-Fi keys here, but I need to figure out how to get one and how we can travel around with it because sitting around at these cafes is just taking too much of my days.
Watching closely. This is how.
No, let's not explain.
I'm not telling them. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. But the good thing is Chandler's the responsible one out of the 2 of us, so he's the one that hangs onto the key. Alright, so we made it back from the store. To be honest, there have been a couple of things that we've been needing to pick up for the apartment as well as for our trip, so we got that all knocked out. Hairspray for the boy. Clearly I have no need for it. Had to pick up some sunscreen, Hawaiian tropical. Since we're going to be staying at hostels for the next couple of days, we picked up some locks, which is going to be great to lock up our gear. We've been needing some slippers for the apartment, so picked up a pair for me and Chandler. Some extra black socks because I swear the dryer is eating them up. Travel bottles for shampoo and body wash. And then finally Lysol and Febreze. And yeah, that's the haul. Alright, right now we've made it to Les Jardins du Luxembourg. This is honestly one of my favorite areas of Paris. It's a beautiful day to just sit in the park, read a book, and honestly just enjoy the weather. It's been amazing out here. It's been parfait. But we're actually meeting up with my friend Brooke. She's an au pair here in Paris. But it's gonna be a great time to catch up, so let's go find her. Yo, if the Eiffel Tower is like Times Square, then the gardens are kind of like Central Park. We've got a great open natural space where people can come and hang out in a big city. And honestly, living in New York City and having that Central Park where you could just lay out when the weather is nice is absolutely needed. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is stunning.
So obviously the whole park is beautiful, but right here in the center you've got a fountain surrounded by, honestly, I don't even know what to call these, but just rows and rows of very neatly cut trees. There's got to be a name for it, like a promenade. I don't think that's it. It's like fucking Harry Potter's.
Oh, it's the maze.
Yeah, the maze. It's like the maze. Also, the coolest thing is you can rent these little boats and control them with the little remote control. Okay, not a remote control, I'm tripping, but little poles, I guess. Look at these little kids. Bro, imagine you had like the little RC boats, the speed boats, and you're just whipping it. I love the outfit. Hi, good.
This is so crazy.
Alright, good to see you.
Little high school reunion.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, so we met up with my friend Brooke, and right now we're just gonna grab a coffee and enjoy this day in the garden because you can see the sun is out, but there are a ton of clouds in the sky, so you're getting some really nice breezes. But it's gonna be good to catch up with Brooke and hear all about her stories as an au pair. You guys saw yesterday how much I was struggling to get my products I needed, and you guys saw there both the DJI drone and the gimbal. Why did I not know there was a DJI store in Paris, bro? This literally could have saved me so much time and hassle yesterday. I mean, they literally just have what I needed. Okay, this is crazy.
This is the drone. This is Tony Stark's drone.
This you could lift like person. This is insane. Alright, so we found this crepe spot, and to be honest, their menu looks pretty gas. All of these sound delicious. So I'm with my friend Brooke from high school. We were actually in the same Spanish class, but she's been an au pair here for 10 months, which is a super long time to be in France. What's your experience been like?
Yeah, so it's been really amazing. I arrived in September of 2021 and I've made so many amazing friends. I would say that's kind of the biggest thing. You move here with a vision for what you would like in life, but you don't really know who's gonna like be the company and help you out. And so of course the childcare that comes along with being an au pair has been so amazing.
We should explain what an au pair is.
Yeah,
I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, so it's a nanny abroad and it's kind of a cultural exchange where a family invites you to live in their house, rent it. Yeah, a host family. They can also like rent an apartment for you to live by yourself if you want. It's super popular in Paris, especially.
Because a lot of people are working during the days?
Yeah, a lot of people are working during the days.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, pause for the little Fonzie first moment.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not messing around with the crepes, yo.
So mostly it's like a cultural exchange. These French families or wherever you decide to au pair, they have kids who would really love to learn how to speak fluent English. Yeah.
So you speak to them fully in English?
Yeah, I speak to them fully in English. So as an American, it's, you know, the easiest job ever. You just do a little bit of childcare for free accommodation and food. And that's really what inspired me to become an au pair in the first place, is I've always wanted to travel abroad, but I never had like so much money to do it.
Kind of like a two-way street, you know, they're getting something and you're creating a great experience out of it. What made you want to kind of pick up everything and move to Europe? I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, we're all from Texas. The fact that, you know, even now two of us are out here is crazy, but you've been here like almost a year.
Really, I had always just had a travel bug. I think growing up, my family has been super supportive of having us do like big things, kind of leaving the small town and just traveling. And so for that, they've been super supportive. Started to research kind of affordable ways to live abroad for a big duration of time. A lot of people suggested au pairing, and so I started searching on YouTube,
And you realize there's like a whole community of like au pair. It's like a legit, actual way to just live in Europe for a little bit.
Yes, and there's a lot of websites to help you out. You can either go through an agency or you can kind of do the behind-the-scenes work yourself.
There you have it. If you are looking to move to Europe for a little bit, look into au pairing. All right, we are getting way too hungry, and this food's about to get cold. So, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
All right, so we've been chowing down on these crepes, and honestly, this place is probably one of the best crepes I've had. We got a sweet and a savory one, and it's parfait, bro. Oh yeah. It hit. Absolutely. Fire. So it's great to see our friend Brooke, but now we've made it out to the Pantheon. Honestly, I can definitely say this is one of the prettiest areas of Paris. You've got some really great views, and the architecture here is all so stunning. It very much reminds me of like Wall Street or Financial District. But Brooke recommended checking out the Latin Quarter, which is right here. So we're gonna do a little bit of walking, take a couple of fit pics, and then finally finish out with some errands. Right now we've been walking around the Latin Quarter, and honestly you're getting some breathtaking views. Everything kind of reminds you of just being in some really nice French movies. We are by the French University Sorbonne, and to be honest, it's called the Latin Quarter because they only taught Latin at that university. Fun fact which we learned today. But I mean, just look at these alleys, bro. This is great. This is actually fire. So right now we are on Rue Mouffetard. Since it's right by the university, there's a lot of bars, a lot of places where you can get some cheap eats. Very reminiscent of the East Village back in New York City. I know I keep making these references back to places in New York, but that's really the only way I can describe it because it feels like St. Mark's Street, bro. It's like, it deadass feels like Greenwich Village with a lot of pubs,
right outside of Washington Square Park.
Yeah, for real. But obviously, since you're right by the school, you're gonna have a really affordable place to come find some food, and maybe a drink. Is it happy hour? Look at this little corner. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Man, the great thing about Europe though, happy hour is every hour.
Happy hour is happy hour.
When in doubt and you need some time to kill, shit. This area is super cute though. Very quaint, very calm. Definitely could go to class and school here.
Yeah,
Day in the life of a French student. So we just got back from the mall, finished up all the errands we needed for our trip, but figured we'd do a little bit of another haul. To be honest, there were only a couple of other things that we needed to pick up. But first off, since obviously we are going to the beach, I definitely need a pair of sandals, and obviously Birkenstocks are the most convenient and comfortable pair to wear. So we went to the Galerie Lafayette and picked up this pair in the black colorway. Obviously Birkenstocks are super functional, super versatile, and they're honestly pretty comfortable for some pretty daily sandals. So I was debating getting a suede white colorway or the black, but since it's gonna be pretty dirty, I definitely think black is a better option. Then we went to FNAC to pick up our order from yesterday. Unfortunately, they didn't have the gimbal ready yet, but I did pick up the new Sony microphone. This thing I've been waiting for a few months now to come out, and honestly, I'm super excited for it. So as you guys can see, it is a tiny, tiny, tiny microphone. It is literally as big as a pack of gum. But as you guys can see, there is no wire, absolutely zero wire, meaning that this actually plugs directly onto the hot shoe mount. And since it's a Sony product, it's automatically going to connect to your camera. And honestly, this is something that's going to save me so much time, because every time I put my vlogging camera away, I have to unplug the mic and put it back on every time I'm trying to record. And there are definitely times where you forget to plug it back in. And then you've also got this cute dead cat, which kind of just goes on like a sock. So let's go ahead and swap these out. So this was my previous microphone, the Video Micro, and honestly these things have been the only vlogging microphone I've used for the past like 2 years. They're so reliable. The quality is honestly pretty good for the price of $60. To be honest, I have no idea how it's gonna sound until I check it in post. So let me know what you guys think down below. Can you hear a difference in the quality? And I'm definitely gonna be testing this out over the next couple of days. But in addition to that, when we stopped by the DJI store, we actually just picked up this little mini case for the drone. So it looks like it fits perfectly in there. It's got this nice felt lining. Now just being able to carry around my drone like this, and then also picked up some DJI ND filters. These are so you're able to get the correct shutter speed while filming. And then finally picked up some rolls of film for my film camera. I got 400TX, which is a black and white film. And then I didn't know this was $30 until I paid for it, but this is Ektachrome 100. It says it's a color reversal film, so it should look super interesting. I'm gonna pop it into my Contax T2 for the trip, because I think shooting in color at the south of France is just gonna look absolutely spectacular. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like and let me know what your favorite part of today's video was. Right now it's about 9 p.m. We haven't eaten dinner yet, nor packed. Tomorrow we have an 8:30 a.m. train, so let's get to it. Peace.